Deep in the heart of the Indian Ocean, shrouded in mystery, lies North Sentinel Island. This enigmatic jewel, far removed from the trappings of modern life, is a world unto itself. Its precise location, nestled amidst the azure waters, amplifies its allure. The island, with its dense canopy of green, is an emblem of isolation, a testament to the vast expanse that separates it from the outside world. A place so isolated, it has been left untouched by modern civilization. North Sentinel Island is not just a mystery, but a wilderness untamed. Picture a dense, verdant forest, its trees reaching towards the sky as if grasping for the sun. This is a place where nature thrives in its rawest form, a testament to the resiliency of life. In this lush canopy, diverse wildlife finds sanctuary. The air is resonant with the calls of unseen creatures, each adding their unique note to the symphony of the wild. Beneath this green expanse, the island reveals a complex network of narrow trails, a labyrinth woven by the island's inhabitants to navigate the thick vegetation. These paths are not for the faint-hearted, as the island's terrain is as challenging as it is mesmerizing. The island is ringed by pristine beaches, their sands untouched by modernity. The azure waves kiss the shores rhythmically, a dance as old as time itself. Yet these seemingly inviting waters hide treacherous coral reefs that pose a formidable barrier to any outsider. The island's environment is as beautiful as it is harsh. It's a place where survival depends on adaptation, on understanding the language of the wild, and on respecting the rules set by nature. It's a world that demands respect and offers in return a glimpse into a life unaltered by the hands of modern man. A paradise, seemingly untouched by man, yet home to one of the world's most isolated tribes. The Sentinelese, a tribe as enigmatic as the land they inhabit. Lying far off the beaten path, nestled in the azure waters of the Bay of Bengal, North Sentinel Island is home to the Sentinelese tribe. A people shrouded in mystery, their exact population remains unknown, though estimates suggest it could be anywhere from a few dozen to a few hundred strong. Imagine a society untouched by modern civilization, a culture that has survived for thousands of years, living in harmony with the land. The Sentinelese, believed to be direct descendants of the first humans who emerged from Africa, have resisted contact with the outside world, fiercely maintaining their way of life. They are hunter-gatherers, living off the land and sea, using rudimentary tools and weapons. It's a way of life that has remained unchanged for millennia, a stark contrast to the fast-paced, technology-driven world beyond their shores. The Sentinelese live in small communal huts, their lives governed by the rhythm of the seasons and the bounty of the land and sea. They wear no clothes, their bodies adorned instead with simple adornments made from nature. Yet their isolation is not by accident but by choice. Over the years, various attempts to make contact with the Sentinelese have been met with hostility. Arrows and stones are their response to the encroachment of the outside world, a clear sign of their desire to be left alone. The Sentinelese tribe's rejection of outsiders is not simply a matter of preference, but a necessity for their survival. Exposure to diseases for which they have no immunity could prove catastrophic, wiping out the entire tribe. This has made the island a no-go zone, a place where the Sentinelese can live as they please, free from the influence and interference of the outside world. The Sentinelese remain one of the last uncontacted tribes in the world, a living testament to our ancient past. Their existence raises many questions, but perhaps it is best to leave some mysteries unsolved. A tribe that has remained in isolation for thousands of years, fiercely guarding their home from the outside world. Despite their isolation, the Sentinelese have not been entirely untouched by the outside world. Over time, there have been several instances where outsiders have crossed paths with the Sentinelese, often leading to tragic outcomes. One of the earliest recorded encounters dates back to the late 19th century, when a British expedition led by Maurice Vidal Portman landed on the island. The interaction was far from pleasant, and the Sentinelese responded with arrows and stones, making it clear that outsiders were not welcome. In the mid-20th century, another incident took place. A ship named the MV Nineveh ran aground off the island's coast. The crew found themselves at the mercy of the Sentinelese, who attacked them fiercely. Fortunately, they were rescued by a passing ship, but the incident only reinforced the tribe's hostile reputation. Perhaps one of the most infamous encounters occurred in 2018 involving an American missionary named John Allen Chow. Despite repeated warnings and the prohibition by the Indian government to make contact with the tribe, Chow was determined to spread Christianity among the Sentinelese. Tragically, his endeavor ended in his death, adding another grim chapter in the history of encounters with the Sentinelese. However, it's not just these dramatic incidents that are noteworthy. There have been numerous other encounters, often initiated by well-intentioned anthropologists or curious adventurers, all met with the same unwelcoming response. It's clear that the Sentinelese have a strong aversion to outside contact. Their hostility can be seen as a defense mechanism, a way to protect their way of life from external influences. They are a people who have survived and thrived for thousands of years on a small island with limited resources, and their fierce determination to remain isolated is a testament to their resilience and adaptability. These encounters serve as a stark reminder of the tribe's determination to remain isolated. Their actions speak louder than any words could. The Sentinelese, in their own way, are sending a clear message to the world. They wish to be left alone. The isolation of the Sentinelese raises complex ethical questions. Indeed, when we delve into the intricacies of reaching out to such isolated tribes, we find ourselves caught in a whirlpool of ethical dilemmas. On one hand, we have the potential to introduce modern medicine, a boon that could drastically improve the health and longevity of the Sentinelese. Diseases that are commonplace and easily curable for us might be fatal for them due to their limited medical knowledge. But is it our place to intervene? Consider this. By introducing modern medicine, we risk disrupting their natural way of life. We risk introducing new diseases against which they have no immunity. We risk the potential for dependency on an external source for healthcare, a source that may not always be accessible or reliable. Then there's the question of technology. The introduction of modern technology could undoubtedly make life easier for the Sentinelese. But again, at what cost? The influx of technology could lead to a loss of traditional skills and knowledge. It could create a reliance on external sources that may not be sustainable. It could alter their social structure and dynamics, leading to unforeseen conflicts and power imbalances. And what about ideas? Introducing new ideas and concepts could broaden their worldview and open up new possibilities. But it could also lead to confusion and conflict, as new ideas clash with traditional beliefs and norms. The ethical implications of contacting isolated tribes such as the Sentinelese are far-reaching and complex. They require careful consideration and thoughtful dialogue. They require us to question our intentions and our potential impact. They require us to respect the autonomy and sovereignty of these tribes, even as we grapple with our desire to help and connect. As we ponder these questions, the Sentinelese continue their isolated existence, oblivious to our debates. Their lives go on, untouched and unaltered, as we wrestle with the ethical dilemmas of their isolation. The future of North Sentinel Island and its inhabitants hangs in a delicate balance. This remote corner of the world, home to the Sentinelese, has seen little change over thousands of years. Yet, as the rest of the world races forward, it now faces several threats that could disrupt its delicate equilibrium. Chief among these threats is the specter of climate change. Rising sea levels could submerge parts of the island, eroding the already limited land available to the Sentinelese. Unpredictable weather patterns could disrupt their traditional ways of hunting and gathering, threatening their self-sufficiency. Illegal fishing too presents a serious concern. North Sentinel Island lies in rich fishing grounds, making it an attractive target for unscrupulous fishermen. These intrusions not only deplete the fish stocks the Sentinelese rely on, but also risk exposing them to diseases against which they have no immunity. Yet perhaps the most insidious threat comes not from the sea, but from our very own curiosity. The desire to unravel the mysteries of the island and its inhabitants could lead to unwanted and potentially disastrous contact. The Sentinelese have shown time and again that they wish to be left alone, and we must respect their choice, even if it means leaving some questions forever unanswered. But there is hope. Efforts are underway to safeguard the future of North Sentinel Island and its inhabitants. International law recognizes the island as a sovereign territory, with strict rules forbidding unauthorized contact. Conservationists and human rights activists are also working tirelessly to ensure the Sentinelese can continue their way of life undisturbed. Yet, these efforts alone may not be enough. It will take a collective commitment to respect the island's sovereignty and protect its fragile ecosystem. The world must recognize the inherent value in preserving such a unique testament to human resilience and adaptability. As we continue to explore our world and its mysteries, North Sentinel Island remains a reminder of our planet's untamed past and the enduring resilience of the human spirit.